It is the morning of April 13th. Slept so well last night. I probably got at least 11 hours of sleep. It was fantastic. A little stormy at night from what I remember, but nothing too bad. The sun is finally starting to peek its way over the mountain. We're like 22 miles from Damascus. I think we might be trying to go in. Oh, in the background, I don't know if you can see. That's Frodo. He just left camp in front of me. I am going to set up my tent, or put my tent away. That's blowing away in the wind because I took the stakes out first. And then I'm gonna hit the trail. All right. It always takes a good hour for me to warm up, for my body to like get used to hiking, any sort of ache or pain from the day before or overnight to go away. It's also 38 degrees out, which is colder than what I thought it was going to be after all this rain, but maybe it was just a tiny front that came through. I think the high is supposed to be about 60 today, so it should warm up, and then I think we're getting into the 70s for a couple days, which should be a nice change. Every morning when I start hiking, I always do one less layer than I need at camp, and hopefully I never have to like stop within the first hour to actually take those layers off. Ooh, sunshine. So all that means is that for that first hour, or I guess for the first like 15 minutes of that first hour of walking every day, I am quite cold. I found some cotton gloves in a hiker box, which I've been keeping in my back pocket. They are definitely different than my possum down gloves, which are sadly starting to come apart. They have quite a few holes in the fingers. I don't know how long these cotton ones will last, but they do provide a tiny bit of warmth, even though I can't really feel my fingers. It's still pretty much a straight shot all the way into Damascus. We're gonna be following a ridge line for like another, I want to say like 12-13 miles, and then the trail will turn by like 90 degrees and go straight into Damascus. The goal for today is to get into Damascus, resupply, and then head out the other side and camp somewhere. Another bit of trail slang I picked up from Acorn, who I hiked with 2 days ago, said that that's called a hero day. So you have a Nero day, a near zero day, where you hike just a few miles. You have a 0 day, where you hike 0 miles. And then you have a hero day, which is when you walk into a town, resupply, and get back out on trail. I don't really understand the acronym on that one. Maybe it has to do with being a hero for not getting sucked into town and spending more money on lodging than we actually need. It's a hard thing to do when you get into a town. You definitely want a bed. You want to sleep somewhere warm. The urge to take a shower is incredible. The urge to do laundry is nice. So I guess being able to dodge those comforts is what makes you a hero. I am no hero though. I'm just a man who is walking north this way for gosh, 1,700 more miles. Oh, last thing, this will be a really long clip. I'm going to be leaving Tennessee today. Like 2 miles, I think, before Damascus is the Tennessee-Virginia border. So, farewell, Tennessee. I will not miss you. You do not have privies at your shelters, which is the only reason I like shelters. Shame on you, Tennessee. So we're just on the outside of the big Laurel Branch Wilderness. Yesterday, here's Watauga Lake. Our hostel was like right down here somewhere. Yesterday we walked all the way up here. Oh, it's like a straight line right on this ridge. We stopped at Vandervelter to eat lunch. We walked straight to Iron Mountain. We decided to walk past that. We walked all the way up to here. And so the start of the day is here, and then we go this way into Damascus. Either way, I need to continue warming up for the day, so let me move a little bit faster. Oh man, get to walk through a beautiful pasture. Oh, this is a nice way because the sun is shining. The temperature instantly rose by 5 degrees as soon as I stepped out into this field. Boy, what a lovely gravel path too. This is wonderful. Seeing landmarks that I've seen in other people's videos. In the year I was thinking about doing this, I watched quite a few people blog or vlog it. And it's awesome. It's a really amazing feeling walking by some of these things that I have seen hints of. I don't necessarily always know where they are, so it's like a nice surprise when I round the corner and I see just this monument that I've been waiting to see. And there's so many more up ahead. I don't know when they're coming, but I'm looking forward to seeing them. A lot of hikers coming through. We're gonna be hiking with people today. About 15 miles to Damascus. Frodo's in front of me. Not for long though. Quite a few are behind me. It's a lot of thru hikers going for the Damascus Marathon Challenge. I did not do that challenge. I know I could do a marathon. I pretty much have already. I'd rather split the day into 2 even days than like one 16-miler and one 26. Don't know what type of tree this is, but the leaves are starting to come out. There's quite a few of them right here. It's a pretty odd bark to it. It's very green. If anybody knows what it is, let me know, please. I think this is it. I don't know if you can read that. Tennessee, Virginia state line. Ooh. Haven't crossed it yet. Tennessee was okay. I was kind of like all throughout Tennessee, through the Smokies, just constantly changing back and forth between Tennessee and North Carolina. I fully went into Tennessee just past the Rowan Highlands, which is beautiful, but I think that North Carolina gets the credit for that. Watauga Lake, and then yesterday and today have been beautiful days of hiking. So Tennessee, good state. The only thing is that you need to have privies at your shelter, so it would make it 10 times better. I'm just about at mile 470. I'm like at 465, 467, somewhere in there. It's farther than I hoped. But I still have a long way to go. Let's see how it is. And now it is time for Virginia. There we go. So this is probably only like half a mile past the Virginia border, Virginia-Tennessee border. I was thinking about that recording I made, and I realized that I probably did not look very happy. But I am. I'm just very tired. Today has just taken it out of me. I've pretty much been following like a ridge line for like 2 days, and the wind just like sucks energy out of you after a while. I think the other reason, in addition to my feet hurting, is I am very low on water. It's pretty much been it's like an 8-mile stretch, pretty much with like little to no water. I did have the option of refilling at Abington Shelter, which was probably like 6 miles ago. I decided against it because it was like 0.2 miles straight downhill. And you may be thinking like, oh, but you need water. You should go ahead and do that. Well, it's 0.2 down. It's 0.2 down to the water. 0.2 back up. It's an extra half mile. It's harder traversing those blue blazes. Blue blazes means water usually. It's generally not well maintained, and like it's pretty much like straight down or straight up a steep incline. And so while that's only 0.4 miles back and forth, it can really sap some extra life out of you. I was already in pain, and light pain, nothing serious. I was already tired, so I decided to just stretch my water. I have just a couple ounces left for this last 3-mile stretch. I should be fine. It's all just downhill. And then I will drink to my heart's content in town. I'm still very happy to be out here on the Appalachian Trail. It's exciting. I'm trying not to make it feel like something that I need to push and complete. Like I need to just get as many miles as I can in a single day. Some of you may have noticed that like I went from doing 8s and 10s to 15s to 20s, and then I did like a 26 in there. I did quite a few days over 20. Yesterday and today are both at least 20-mile days. I think yesterday was 20. I think today is going to be like 24. It's not that I'm like trying to push myself to do that. It's just kind of how it happens to be right now. I am still enjoying the scenery. I still am enjoying my hike. It's just, I tend to walk farther. I tend to walk a little faster. I tend to take a few less and shorter breaks. All right, I'll check back in as I'm entering Damascus. Getting close. There's Damascus. I think it's another one of those towns where I just walk right through Main Street. I still think I have like a full mile before I get there, which means I'm gonna be going this way for quite some time before I turn around and go down the street. In Damascus, and surprisingly I'm about an hour and 20 minutes faster than I thought I'd be here today. So apparently I was pushing. Appalachian Trail, welcome, Damascus, Virginia. Georgia to Maine, Boy Scout Troop 23. Oh, their sign got wet. Alright, so up here I know is like Food City and a pizza place. Although I need to go to like an outfit or somewhere around here. Brian Neil Belvins, Eagle Scout Project, 1990. Thanks, man. There's a shelter that we're not allowed to stay at, and grass we're not allowed to stay at. Got to give the town the money. All right, I will tune in with something. Frodo, how's Damascus?
You're asking me after we did like a 25-ish mile day?
Yep.
So, looks beautiful.
What do you got in your hand?
Lots of beer.
Yes. Long day. We're doing a hero day on like you said, like a 25-ish, somewhere in there. We got like half an hour until the sun goes down and like half a mile to go to the first tenting site. Will we make it? Find out in the next episode.